Yeah, this is the electrician on a service call. The customer called last night after 9, was smelling something burning, and was smart enough to turn off the breaker. I just want to outline one of the fundamental thing that people overlook is preventative maintenance. Especially it's more needed on aluminum wiring. You can see here where this outlet is. This is aluminum wire around this screw. Over time it expands and contract and loosen and compromise the termination. And this, you can see exactly here where it started to burn right here. And as you know, the chemical in the paint, that's where the fire starts. And then in no time, this house is up in flames. This is aluminum wire here. So what normally you do to protect these stuff, it's sort of a little costly, is to put on proper fitting onto this end of the wire, and then you terminate it under the screw to minimize, or every so often, depends on how often you use the outlet, you have you tighten all the screws. That's the only way to prevent a fire or burning or electrical issue. You can only prevent it. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to change this outlet, and I'm going to put some crimper onto the end of it. Yeah, you see that's what happening loose when wire termination are loose. You see that's where you get the spark and the fire. Just make it a little looser just to explain what's happening when you're not actually looking. Alright, so I'm gonna take off this guy here. You see how the aluminum wire burn till it get black. Alright, I'm gonna change the outlet, and then you see putting on these fitting under mechanical pressure instead of just turning the screws around it. We mechanically crimp this stuff onto the wire, and then we can put them on the screw. Normally these wires are too short to begin with. Wire should be at least 3 inches long. This is definitely a poor installation from the get-go. This is a lot much better. Now we do not have the wire around the screw anymore. We have the fittings around the screw. The fitting is going to expand and contract far less than the aluminum wire. Then you minimize the risk of a electrical hazard. You minimize. There's no 100% elimination here. And you were asking if the way to go is to remove all the aluminum wiring. No, yes, but that's very expensive. So the best way is to go around and put on all these fitting on the end. That's why it's very advisable when you're buying a house, you do a home inspection, and these things can be identified, and then you make your decision. Because with aluminum wire, you're gonna always have problem every now and then with various different outlets at different times of the year. Alright, so I'm gonna finish them up and screw them up, and on my merry way. And thanks again. And